Ghana's general election was held on Friday, 7 December 2012, to elect a president and members of parliament in 275 electoral constituencies. Owing to the breakdown of some biometric verification machines, some voters could not vote, and voting was extended to Saturday, 8 December 2012. A runoff was scheduled for the 28th of December 2012 if no presidential candidate received an absolute majority of 50% plus one vote. Competing for presidency were incumbent President John Dramani Mahama of the National Democratic Congress, his main challenger Nana Akufo-Addo of the new Patriotic Party, and 6 other candidates. Incumbent President John Mahama was declared winner of the election with 50.7% of the vote, just a few thousand votes over the threshold for avoiding a runoff election. Nana Akufo-Addo received 47.74%. The opposition alleged tampering with results by the Electoral Commission, and filed a petition at the Ghanaian Supreme Court to review the election results. This procedure, with the NPP candidate and his party taking the Electoral Commission and the NDC candidate to the highest court of the country, is still underway. NPP has produced more than 11,000 so-called pink sheets to the judge, who must now compare them to similar papers from the EC, NDC and possibly other parties. These pink sheets state the results as counted in single polling stations before aggregating them to any higher level, such as municipality, district and region. NPP claims that there are differences between the results as stated immediately after the counting in polling stations, and those which were used in aggregations, and that this can be proven by the pink sheets. In a separate part of the procedure, the EC was challenged to prove that 14,000 expat Ghanaians had voted abroad, and failed to produce any registered voters in foreign countries due to, so EC, the fatal work of a virus in its computer. The procedure in the Supreme Court is still going on. Mahama was re-elected after less than 5 months as president, having succeeded John Atta Mills, who died suddenly in office in July 2012. Preparations. Biometric voters registration. The Electoral Commission of Ghana successfully held a biometric system of registration for the electorate from the 24th of March 2012 to the 5th of May 2012. The move was aimed to prevent double registration and to eliminate ghost names in the old register. Electoral demarcations. Controversially, 45 additional constituencies were added to the 230 of the 2008 general election. Voting therefore took place in a total of 275 constituencies and 26,002 polling stations. Monitoring. The Coalition of Domestic Election Observers trained election observers and deployed 4,000 of them to monitor the elections nationwide. Observers from ECOWAS Observer Mission led by former Nigerian President General Olusegun Obasanjo also monitored the elections. The mission noted the technical glitches caused by faulty biometric machines, but added that it had not undermined the fairness and transparency of the election. Pre-election controversy. There have been accusations against the media for not covering the election in a fair manner after media have projected that the main opposition, following the death of incumbent President John Atta Mills amid concerns for the election. Leader of the Electoral Commission of Ghana Kwadwo Afari-Gyan said that the election calendar remains unchanged, it's purely a party matter, and the National Democratic Congress had to decide who to nominate as its new candidate. The main talking point following the close of nominations was the disqualification of Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings, leader of the newly formed National Democratic Party. This was due to errors in the documentation presented to the Electoral Commission. Presidential candidates. 8 candidates were on the ballot. Running mates. The following 8 candidates have been approved by the parties and the Electoral Commission of Ghana as running mates of the above-listed presidential candidates for the election on 7 December 2012. Results. President Parliament reaction. The non-partisan coalition of domestic election observers, the Economic Community of West African States and the African Union all declared that the elections were, for the most part, free and fair. Despite this, there were still widespread allegations of voting irregularities, though these were dismissed as unsubstantiated by the Electoral Commission chairman. As a result of these claims, the new Patriotic Party immediately rejected the results upon the release, and its candidate, Nana Akufo-Addo, remarked that his party's leaders would be meeting on the 11th of December to consider their options, one of which is to contest the results by lodging an appeal in court. Violent opposition was however ruled out. African Union Commission Chairman Thomas Yayi flew to Ghana to meet with the two men. He was also reported to have congratulated Mahama on his victory, and charged him to preside over an all-inclusive government. Yayi praised the conduct and the participants of the election. In anticipation of petitions regarding the election, Chief Justice Georgina Theodora Wood has established 2 public complaints secretariats to swiftly process such concerns. In a statement after being declared the victor, Mahama gave a reconciliatory message, saying, "I wish to welcome my fellow candidates to join me now as partners in the project of nation building and of creating a better Ghana." Image gallery.